Good morning, everybody. Let's have a quick look at some charts. So we're doing the live stream tonight. So if you want to join the Patreon, there's links in the description for that. So might see you there. Anyway, I'll make this one short and sweet. There's nothing much more to say. Sundays are usually pretty lame, as we all know. And I've got to go take the kids swimming. So let's start with Ethereum, which has tried its best this week to move up to the top of the range, 4,800, beyond all odds. It's done pretty well for itself. Let's have a look at the daily. Well, the daily's not slowing down. As far as the daily is concerned, it wants to keep doing this now. So I would expect over this next week, we should make our way above the previous all-time high. It's kind of what it looks like. Basically, we had the hidden bullish divergence. There's nothing to suggest slowing of momentum on the daily there. A little bit of a nudge at the top here, moving down as a result of that. Mostly looking at momentum. Price action's just neither here nor there with that, really. It's just continuing to trend up. So I'm quite happy with the way that it looks here for Ethereum. So I would expect it to get picked up either where it is already or a nudge down to 4,582. Basically your 20 and your 21 on the 4-hourly. Definitely worth a shot, I'd say, buying these dips or longing these dips, I'd say. I think it's a futures market at the moment. So really that is it for Ethereum. Bitcoin still basically doing the same thing. We had an overheated read here. We had bearish divergence leading up to the top of the range. We're still above the center point. We've got golden crosses on exponentials, incoming golden crosses on simples. So if you lose this area, you've got supports down here, 113,700 and 113,300 really. So we were looking for or waiting for or kind of semi-expecting that yesterday, but we just got continuation instead, which is fine by me. Again, you know, moving into, is it next week we're going to get the Fed talk? I'm not sure actually. Yeah, press conference, interest rate decision on the 17th. Yeah, it is next week. So maybe we get a rate cut. Now, the moment the rates get cut, if they get cut at all, don't be surprised to see a dump on that. It could be that way. Okay, I know that's like not what you would expect, but if markets are pricing that in at the moment, which they probably are, they might dump on that. But it depends on how much they do it by, really. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, big week for those sort of things. So with XRP trending up still, again, golden cross on exponentials, golden cross on simples, which means that you can get support at $3.06, support at $3 flat. The lowest you'd be expecting is $2.95, and you should be getting a pump on the result of from all of that support getting tagged. Now we haven't got any pump signal or trend signal or anything like that, but we do have a classic breakout now. And again, back down here at $2.91, that's where your 20 moving average is. You got many moving averages below that as well. So we can start with the 10 exponential, which is $3, 21 at 296, 50 exponential 293, and then finally the 20 at 292. All the moving averages have now broken out with the price action as well, so adds a lot more weight to the idea that this has effectively broken out properly. And if you retest the lows, you're looking for a bounce up to the center point, which is $3.33, the Mason's number, and then $3.54. So, you know, for those big three, the main three really that we look at, they're all looking quite good, to be honest with you. They're all moving up. So I'm happy with the way it all looks now. So actually, quite pleased to just sit back and allow for the market to continue to trend. It doesn't look overheated in any way. Doesn't look like it wants to slow down in any way. So that's good. The dominance chart broken down below the major support there, which is good. The dominance chart on the weekly looks like it wants to come down to 56% dominance for the next opportunity for a bounce. We've not seen this 200 exponential get tagged ever after a golden cross, because we've never had a golden cross on it. Actually, if you really do think about what it is that we're looking at here for the dominance chart over a much longer period, it's a down-only chart, isn't it, really? So take that for what it is. Maybe it will remain a down-only chart. It's one of those things, isn't it? Because obviously we've been trending up for so long, you kind of sometimes forget what it's like to zoom right out. And if we do zoom right out, that's what we see. Sometimes it's worth Worth thinking about that. This is the dominance chart. We've got a high, we've got a low, we've got a lower high. Well, we didn't have a lower low, but we do have a lower high again. So I don't really know what to call it, but it's a series of lower highs. So, but unlike before, this is the first time a golden cross has ever kicked in on the weekly. So supports at 56 and supports at 51, based on moving averages, and then got horizontal supports, on the way down as well. So that looks good. And finally, we'll just leave it on the total 2, which is now broken out. That's right, it has broken out. So whether the fractal gives you the perfect exit point, which it shouldn't really do, it's still guided us and held us in a way which has allowed for us to, enter, exit, enter, exit, enter, and then we're looking for the exit. Where is the exit going to be? I don't know. We do have drives of bearish divergence on money flow index and on the RSI as well. So it does look like that wherever we peak this time would likely lead into a bear market. I'm not saying it's going to be a massive, huge, epic bear market. Structurally, this has been pretty sweet, but a bear market all the same, or at least a period of prolonged down. I mean, the signs are there. You can't get away from it. You can't dispute it. It's there. Even on the daily, it's there. 4 hours probably okay. Yeah, 4 hours all right. So yeah, like I say, we've managed to survive so far with a series of high highs, higher lows, and we're just moving on to a higher high, and hopefully we get a significant breakout at this point that takes us to an area on this chart that's never been seen before. I think when we look at all the altcoins individually, the ones that we like, not the low cap rubbish stinking coins really, but the good, solid, hardcore, boring ones that have made us all money this cycle, they generally all still look like they want to trend up. But this is what the beauty of the Patreon can be. We look at the boring ones. Let's have a look at Chainlink. Good. Let's have a look at ADA. Good. So let's have a look at Solana and BNB. Good. Let's have a look at XRP, XLM, even Algorand. Good. Let's have a look at coin. Okay, just not good. Okay, not good. So actually, when we're looking at cryptocurrency. It would appear that the top cap ones are the ones that are going to move, which is good, but it means that it's very unlikely that anybody is going to see 100x this time round. This time round, at least, anyway. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.